I was able to get this audio file from Dr. about the revision of the SCP-076 file. I have to go on record saying that I seriously object to the proposed revisions of this SCP Special Containment Procedures file. I know that all the redacted and important stuff already claims it's a security risk, but you and I both know it's just top brass trying to sweep the biggest and most embarrassing mistake under the damn rug. Omega 7 happened. It existed. Those people died because you screwed up, and you can't change that, no matter how hard you try to hide it. For God's sakes, man, those people guarding him deserve to know exactly what he is and what he did. What we did. How we fucked up. So they'll know better.
SCP-076. Object Class: Keter. Special Containment Procedures lists that the containment area 25B is to be located 200 meters below sea level, tunneled out of solid bedrock, in a seismologically stable area. Sole access to the containment facility is to be through a vertical elevator shaft separated every 50 meters with a reinforced blast door, constructed of 20 centimeters thick material shielding. Elevator shaft shall be flooded with sewer water when it's not in use. Containment Area 25B is to be constructed with the following components: an outer security perimeter against outside threats, staffed by security personnel trained in close quarters battle to counter intrusion tactics. An administrative and supportive area, ASA, consisting of support facilities and living quarters for on-site personnel. A primary containment zone, a PCZ, consisting of a 7-meter cube encased in a 1.5 meter of reinforced material. The PCZ is to be designed to be flood and drained as needed, and should remain filled with seawater unless access to its contents is required. And a 150-meter killing corridor, which is to be the sole access of the PCZ from the ASA, including water power, drainage, and ventilation lines. The walls and the floor of the corridor are to be reinforced with a similar manner to the PCZ, with the addition of an electric deterrent system capable of delivering a 20,000 volt shock. A security station located at the entrance to the killing corridor is to be staffed with no fewer than 3 armed security personnel on watch at any one point in time. Arraignment is to include, but not to be limited to, at least one CIW system on a pintle mount with a clear line of sight down the corridor, with a plexiglass screen to protect the operator from thrown weapons. In the event of a full breach, all site staff are to proceed immediately to the closest security station for weapons and armor distribution. Staff will remain at Alert Condition 1 until the SCP-076-2 is confirmed neutralized. Should 90 minutes pass after declaration of a full breach without a stand-down order being given by Level 4 or higher personnel, final contingency measures will be activated, flooding the entire facility in seawater and sealing off the access shaft for a minimum of 24 hours before retrieval is attempted. This will, by necessity, result in all deaths of the on-site staff. Description: SCP-076 consists of 2 components: a stone cube, SCP-076-1, and a humanoid entity contained within it, SCP-076-2. I will be referring to them as -1 and -2, just to save us some time. -1 is a 3-meter cube made of a black speckled metamorphic stone. All surfaces outside and within -1 are covered in deeply engraved patterns corresponding to no known civilizations. Radioisotope analysis indicates that the object is approximately 10,000 years old. A door is located on one side, sealed with a lock, 0.5 meters in width, surrounded by 20 smaller locks in a circular pattern. As of yet, none of the keys have been found, making the door impossible to lock once it is closed. Interior temperature is approximately 93 Kelvin, and cannot be altered by any means, internal or external.
Directly in the center of the room is a 2.13 meter tall stone coffin, held in place and sealed shut by several chains of an unknown make and substance, which are attached to the inner corners of the SCP-1. SCP-2 resembles a lean, Semitic human male in his late 20s. Hair is black, eyes are gray, skin tone is olive. The subject is 1.96 meters in height and 81.65 kilograms in weight. Numerous tattoos depicting arcane and occult iconography are present all over the body, mostly in form of leering demonic faces, and they range from subtle to openly ostentatious. Subject, when encased inside of the SCP-1, is technically dead. However, occasionally the SCP-2 will awaken, effectively reanimating, complete with all vital processes needed to sustain a living human being. Subject will then attempt to leave the SCP-1. If successful, the subject will enter a trance state and seek out the nearest human being, ignoring all other living things in the process. Upon coming into contact with the living human beings, SCP-2 will enter a rage state, in which it will attempt to engage and kill all human beings encountered. To date, only the subject's death has been shown to be effective in ending these rampages. Terminating the SCP-2 is often problematic due to its significant physical abilities. Subject has superhuman strength and speed, and although not invulnerable, has shown a remarkable ability to ignore pain and shock. Pressing on despite what would be debilitating wounds in normal humans, prior encounters have shown that the SCP-2 has the ability to, and among other things, rip through a reinforced steel security door over the course of 4 minutes of sustained assault, clear over 64 meters of distance in under 3 seconds, take multiple 50 caliber BMG rounds to the head and survive for several minutes to continue killing despite severe damage to the cerebrum, swat handgun and assault rifle caliber bullets out of the air with a length of steel rebar, survive for over 1 hour of deprived oxygen before finally asphyxiating. SCP-076-2's most unusual ability, however, is the ability to apparently materialize bladed weapons out of nowhere. Slow motion video reveals that the blades in question are actually pulled from a miniature dimensional rift described as the small hole in space. Where this portal leads is unknown, and how the SCP-2 is capable of generating said rifts is still unknown. Footage of the blades in question shows them to be made out of completely non-reflective black material, appearing as black void in space. As the blades rapidly vanish after leaving the subject's possession, no structural analysis is possible at this time. SCP-076-2 has effectively been killed several times in various manners, such as sustained fire from multiple heavy caliber machine guns, asphyxiation, crushed between a 13.6 metric ton piece of elevator equipment used for the SCP-076-1, cremation through the use of thermite-TH3 grenade placed directly inside of the SCP-2's open chest cavity. During the worst breach to date, Containment Area 25, which previously housed the SCP-076, was forced to detonate its site on Warhead as a last attempt to contain the SCP-2 while it was attempting an escape, resulting in total destruction of the site and all on-site personnel. SCP-076-1 survived. Upon death, SCP-076-2 remains will putrefy rapidly until reduced to dust. SCP-1 and the coffin within it will then slam shut with great force, and the lock will rotate, sealing it shut. SCP-2 will then reform within the coffin, a process taking anywhere from 6 hours to 25 years. What posthumous analysis of the SCP-2 exists shows that there is an internal system highly different from our own, documented in Additional. SCP-076 was found in Mongolia in 18 by archaeologists from England. All members of the expedition were subsequently killed on return of the voyage home. SCP-076 was recovered from the ship by the Society, one of the organizations that later merged into the modern Global Occult Coalition, and placed on display in their inner sanctum. SCP-076 remained in storage for years until the SCP-2 became active and escaped on. The reason for the SCP-076 activation is currently unknown, but it was at this point that the keys to the outer shell were lost. A massive manhunt lasting over 3 years and took place until the SCP-076-2 was incapacitated by killing it and causing it to reform inside of the SCP-1, then retrieved and secured by agents of the SCP Foundation. Subject was in custody for more than 3 years under constant supervision and was terminated whenever it became active, although it occasionally was able to escape for short periods of time, often due to security breaches caused by attacks from other organizations. The Foundation's death toll due to this data was... After the last incident, the current procedures regarding the SCP-076 were implemented, although they are upgraded regularly with the increase of technological standards. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for coming in. Oh, God. Fuck! Okay. Code 4, everybody. Exit out the preliminary doors. Go, go, go! This is not a drill. This is not a drill.